Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are continuing our coverage of the 2015 NBA playoffs right now with Troy West from allplayswin.com. We're going to cover the series odds for the Atlanta Cleveland Cavaliers series. And for our first-time viewers, why should you care about what Troy has to say about the NBA playoffs? Well, he's 13-1-1 against the spread in individual games over his last 15 with us. Troy, thanks for being back.
Hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just been an absolute lot of fun with you guys, not only with the SBR videos, but at the website as well. Appreciate you having me on, Pete. I hope we can continue this success here with the conference finals. But as you know, it gets tougher as we get deeper.
Oh, for sure. These lines are getting tighter. This is an interesting line set, though. You know, Cleveland at Atlanta. Atlanta has home court edge, right? But right now at Pinnacle, Atlanta is plus 184 to win the series. Cleveland, despite Love being out, despite Irving being, kind of banged up right now, questionable game to game, is still minus 210 to win the series. What do you make of these odds, Troy?
Yeah, really interesting odds. I'm not going to give an official pick on the series. I will give an official pick on game one, but this is a really tough series, Pete. I think you'll know within the first two games of where it's headed. Chicago, really gave up against Cleveland in that series. Cleveland just really poured it on. They almost looked like a different team. They really started to jump on the back of LeBron James, which actually turned out to be a positive, right? And a lot of people thought he couldn't carry the weight, and he showed up. He is King James once again. Will that continue in this series, Pete? That, to me, is the big question mark. You look at the regular season, Atlanta did as good a job as any team in the NBA covering LeBron James. It's a proven fact. They've got several different guys defensively that can do an outstanding job on LeBron James, and that was with Kevin Love in the lineup. So now they really got to only focus on LeBron James, and then, Kyrie Irving, he is said to play in game one, but we know the injury there. That's kind of a mystery in itself as well, Pete. A lot of variables going into the series. So for me, I couldn't really stomach a bet on Atlanta just because if LeBron shows up like he did against Chicago. I think this series goes to Cleveland. But then again, if Atlanta has that defensive game plan for LeBron and they're really stuck on counting on these role players for Cleveland, I'm not sure the role players can carry them out through a 7-game series. We saw them do it a few games against Chicago, but can they do it through a series? That, to me, is a mystery as well. So
yeah, I mean, it's a lot of disrespect here that Atlanta's getting. Home court edge plus 184. Why are the odds makers setting the line here? I mean, is Cleveland going to dominate this series? Maybe the best way to bet this one is just that it goes 7 games. I mean, do you think that is Cleveland expected to dominate, or is it just going to be like, a game-by-game thing where one team wins, the other team wins, and then in the end, Cleveland has the edge?
Yeah, I think it's a game-by-game thing. I think I really do believe it could be a good bet to go 7 games. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see Atlanta get a game in Cleveland. Would not be surprised to see Cleveland get a game in Atlanta. It's going to be a fantastic series to watch. I think it's going to be a dogfight in the end. Atlanta's starting to play some of their best basketball as well, Pete. They looked outstanding against the Wizards those final 2 games to lock up that series. And now Cleveland, they're playing their best basketball too, even with Kevin Love. LeBron's playing as good as he's played in a long time. So a lot of variables to call the series right now. Maybe a small bet on it to go 7, but right. I'm going to hold tight and go game by game with this one.
Okay, thanks so much, Troy.